ladies and gentlemen. We are at Lafayette Central Catholic High School, Gordon Lemming Field, home of the Knights. We welcome you to today's education-based high school varsity baseball game. Today is the South Bend St. Joseph Huskies and the Central Catholic Knights. We do thank you for tuning in. We'll mention the umpires are just arriving. This game's slated to start at 11 a.m. And then we'll mention a little bit about each school. But first we'll let you know we're going to have 3 umpire crew again today. And then we'll talk about the visiting team on the scoreboard. Visiting team on the scoreboard is the St. Joseph Huskies. We'll mention their Class 3A. Their school was founded in 1953. They have a school enrollment of 806. They're in sectional 19. There are 6 in their sectional. Their sectional consists of Jimtown, Mishawaka Marion, South Bend Clay, South Bend Riley, South Bend St. Joseph, and South Bend Washington. The principal at South Bend St. Joseph High School is John Kennedy. The athletic director is Stephen Anthony. And we'll mention South Bend St. Joseph High School is located at 453 North Notre Dame Avenue. It's in South Bend, Indiana, 46617. You can dial them up by telephone at 574-233-6137. On the web, you can find them at Saint, that's spelled out S-A-I-N-T, joeathletics.com. There were the colors Columbia Blue and White. They perform in the Northern Indiana Conference. There are 8 teams in their conference, and they are the Elkhart Lions, Mishawaka Marion Knights, New Prairie Cougars, Penn Kingsmen, South Bend Adams Eagles, South Bend Riley Wildcats, South Bend St. Joseph Huskies, and South Bend Washington Panthers. South Bend St. Joseph Huskies are currently 7 wins, 3 losses on the season. And we'll double check that. It might be 8-2. I think it's 8-2. Apologize for that last night. South Bend St. Joe got the win over Guerin Catholic. And I understand it was in the bottom of the 6th inning. St. Joe had a walk-off grand slam off the bat of the 2-hitter, Jace Lee, center fielder. What a way to end a ball game. And we'll mention the head coach of South Bend St. Joe, very kind gentleman. I appreciate him. That's Coach John Smolinski. And we'll mention the next game on the agenda for South Bend St. Joe. They'll play again today. They'll play at the 4 o'clock ball game here on the 20th in the Catholic Classic. They will be the visiting team against the Highland Trojans. And I will also mention South Bend St. Joe getting ready on Monday the 22nd. They will go against Bremen. And now we'll talk a little bit about the home team on the scoreboard. That's the Central Catholic Knights. The Knights School was founded in 1956. They have a school enrollment of 296. They're Class 1A. They'll be in Sectional 54. That sectional will happen right here at Central Catholic High School. We'll mention there are 6 in their sectional. Attica, Covington, Fountain Central, Lafayette Central Catholic, North Vermilion, Riverton Park. The principal at Central Catholic High School is Darrell Beck. The AD is Tim Bourdonnais. The assistant AD is Charlie Roberts. The athletic trainer, she's on hand here today during the tournament, Sarah Igo, gave birth to their first, I believe it's a little girl. That was about 8 months ago. So she's still a newlywed as a mother. So we'll also mention Central Catholic High School is located at 2410 South 9th Street, Lafayette, Indiana, 47909. You can dial them up by telephone at 765-474-2496. On the web, it's lccathletics.com. They were the colors, navy and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. And we'll mention they're in the West Division. In the East, it's Western, Northwestern, Hamilton Heights, Tipton. In the West, Central Catholic, West Lafayette, Twin Lakes, Rensselaer Central, Benton Central. The Knights are currently 9 wins, 3 losses on the season. They're 5-0 in the Hoosier West. Head coach is Tim Bordenay. He's a 1987 graduate from Central Catholic High School. And we'll mention the Knights' next ball game. It'll happen today at 6:30 p.m. They'll go against the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles. And starting up Monday and Tuesday, they'll play a conference game versus Rensselaer Central. First game will be at Rensselaer Central, 5:30 start. Tuesday, it'll be right here at home at 6 o'clock start. We'll set this down.
Adjustment there in all their endeavors, give them the strength and strength to you alone. We ask this in Christ our Lord.
That's our national anthem. It was instrumental, sounded nice. We'll mention the Knights in the ball game. They're going to wear the navy blue jerseys with the white pants. And we'll mention, South Bend St. Joe going to wear the Columbia blue jersey with the white pants. So they like the color scheme. They like blue, both teams. We'll go around the diamond right now defensively for the Knights. Doing the pitching in today's ball game for Central Catholic is going to be Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks wears number 34. Keaton Brooks is a senior. He's 6'2", 165. He's also listed as an outfielder. We'll mention Keaton Brooks has in this season so far 16 1/3 innings. And we'll also mention he has started 4 games. This is number 5 of 5 appearances. He has faced 76 batters. He has struck out 282. He's 1 win, 0 losses on the season. He's given up 13 hits. He has allowed 8 runs. 4 of those runs were earned. He has walked 11 batters. He has struck out 13. 4 of those batters went down looking. He has hit 1 batter along the way, and he's committed 1 balk. And I will mention around the diamond doing the catching. Battery partner for Keaton Brooks is Jackson Kane. Jackson Kane wears number 3. At first base is Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke wears number 10. At second base, Mikey Stapleton. Mikey Stapleton wears number 11. At shortstop, Hudson Gutwine. Hudson Gutwine wears number 9. At third base, Gavin Buttel. Gavin Buttel wears number 17. In left field, Isaac Seppinger. Isaac Seppinger wears number 41. In center field, Number 33, that's Brent Robbins. He wears number 33, as mentioned. And in right field is number 20, Caden Minnick. We're getting ready to step in. And then Central Catholic Knights going to deliver first pitch. Keaton Brooks from the windup. Joe Washburn, the batter. The leadoff batter in today's contest. Across the dish, strike call. You got about a 2 o'clock arm slot. Does Keaton Brooks. He's facing the lefty. That one came right in there, sideways, got across the plate. Second pitch, you're going to foul one out of play. Good left-handed cut. That one goes way out of play. Right side. Might have been straight back, pretty much. So no balls, 2 strikes to Washburn. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch finishes low. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Brand new game, early going. Second game of the weekend for each team. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Inside the ball. Count goes even at 2-2. Scoreboard having a difficulty. They were working on it before the game. It's not functioning right now. Here comes the 2-2. Inside the ball. Count goes full at 3-2. So put me in sports.com. I'm going to work overtime with no scoreboard help. That's okay. They'll get it working. Here comes a 3-2 pitch from Brooks. Going to be a hit by pitch. Something you do not want as a batter to take ball 4 off the body. So he'll jog down to first base. He seems to be okay. Going to get rid of his batting glove. Going to put that sliding mitt on. Next batter going to step in. 2-hitter Jace Lee, as mentioned, grand slam last night to end the ball game. A walk-off. First pitch from Brooks. High and away, ball 1. Jace Lee wears number 1. He plays center field. I understand that he took that pitch out of here, just left of center field. Here comes the 1-0. He'll take a drive to left center. Going to back up Brent Robbins. He's going to catch it at the warning track in left center. Pretty good stroke by Jace Lee. And then there's 1 out here in the top of the first. So runner aboard is Joe Washburn. He's at first base. Stepping in is a 3-hitter, number 11, Owen Balint. Owen Balint will be the catcher for the Huskies. Stepping in. Peering in, looking at signals. Keaton Brooks. Out of the set, here comes a pickoff move. First base back safely, standing up, is Washburn. 1 out. Scoreboard seems to be looking better. Get some more numerals on it. Here comes the pitch. Taking off for second base is Washburn. Throw to second base. Perfect throw. A bit tall, but put the tag on him, but he slides in safely. Joe Washburn has some wheels. He's batting in the 1 spot for Coach Smolinski. Peering in, looking at signals, Keaton Brooks. Long peer, he'll look at second base out of the stretch. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. Strike called, outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-hitter Owen Balint. He's the catcher for the Huskies. Out of the set. Here comes a 1-1 pitch to Balint. Long set. And they're going to allow him to step off. Probably by design. 1 ball, 1 strike. He'll step back in. Owen Balint. Peering in, looking at signals is Keaton Brooks. Checks second base out of the stretch. Checks it again. Now the set position. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Balint. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. He stepped into rubber. Keaton Brooks. Peering in, looking at signals. Checks second base out of the set. Checks it again. Here's the pitch, the 2-1. I take that back. That was 3-1. Difficult way to go. A lot of words being spoken here at Put Me In Sports. I'll try to get the memory to work a bit better. And I'm going to be a timeout on the field. Coach Bourdonnais going to walk out. And Coach Bourdonnais thinks that was 3-1 also. So they're checking the book. Home book is what you go by. Coach Bourdonnais walking out talking to the umpire. Evidently, they thought that was 3-1 also. That's what I had. And they're going to pull the umpires in. Right now, Balin is pretty near first base. And Joe Washburn is definitely at second base. And we'll see what they're going to do here. And that's the situation. I put my earphones off and I listen. They're talking about the count. And the home plate umpire says that's ball 4. And I'm in disagreement also. So bases, first and second base, occupied by the St. Joseph Huskies. Next batter going to step in. It's going to be the 4-hitter, number 6, Brett Mason, the left fielder for the Huskies, right-handed batter. Out of the stretch, peering in, looking at signals. Keaton Brooks out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Backdoor curveball in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 aboard for the St. Joseph Huskies. Working out a stretch, now the set. Check second base a couple of times. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. Hudson Dukewine backhands it. He'll throw across the diamond to first base, off target. Making a good catch right there on the ground with a good glove is Gerke. And bases are now loaded for the Knights. I take that back for the South Bend St. Joe Huskies. Top of the first inning. 1 out. We're going to see the 5-hitter. Number 10, Owen Fuda. Owen Fuda in the ball game. He'll play third base. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the stretch. Now the set position for Brooks. First pitch to Fuda. Breaking pitch finishes low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 5-hitter, Owen Fuda. He'll step back in, right-handed batter. Bases loaded, top of the first inning, 1 out. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. Inside ball 2, ball going to get by Jackson Kane. Not too far. Staying put at third base is Washburn. Chilly day on the diamond, not too awful bad. I'm on top of the press box. The wind blows up here, but it's not too bad. So about 9:30 a.m., that was 44 degrees. Supposed to get up to 56 today. Here comes the pitch. Outside a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. I believe the home plate umpire is not showing balls and strikes, even with no scoreboard. Out of set. Here comes the pitch. Outside a ball. That was a 3-1 count. And they're going to jog down the first base, and first run comes in to score. Forced in with the base on balls. That's Joe Washburn. Stepping into bat. Going to be the 6-hitter, number 5, Brody Lesinski. He'll play first base for the Huskies. Out of set. Here comes the pitch from Brooks. Fouled back to the screen. No balls, 1 strike. Zielinski, the batter, another right-handed batter. He'll step back in. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the stretch, now the set for Keaton Brooks. Here's the pitch. Ball low, good block by Jackson Kane. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Early going here in the ball game. So stepping back in, right-handed batter. Out of the stretch, now the set. They're going to pop one to the outfield. Coming in to make the catch is going to be Brent Robbins. You're going to catch it above his head and sliding down, falling down between third and home. He was trying to tag up. He was tagged up, but he slipped on the grass about 30 feet off of third base. No score opportunity. So the Knights come up lucky. It's better sometimes to be lucky than good. And it's still a 1-run ball game now with 2 out on the diamond. Stepping in is number 2, 7-hitter Holden Hardesty. He's the DH. First pitch, he'll foul it right side out of play. Another right-handed batter for the Huskies. Holden Hardesty, the DH, he is batting in place of the pitcher, number 19, Jacob Snyder. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Low, good block by Jackson. It'll go laterally to his right. No advancement by the runners. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 2, 7-hitter for St. Joe in the batter's box. So Holden Hardesty. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Outside edge, strike called. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stepping back in, Hardesty. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the stretch, now the set. Here's a 1-2. Backdoor curveball just misses outside. Lefty facing a right. The backdoor curveball, that means it's going to break away and then come back in to the batter. When it's a righty and a lefty or a lefty and a righty, here's the pitch outside the ball. I believe it's 3-1 or 3-2, something like that. Home plate umpire is not showing balls and strikes. That would be so helpful. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss to strike him out. Must have been a 3-2 pitch. He'll go down swinging. And South Bend St. Joe leaves 3 runners aboard. Knights get out of the jam, but they do give up 1 run. And after half an inning, St. Joe won. Knights coming to the plate. I tell you what, something worth mentioning. Coach Smolinski let me know that last night, Huntington North winning South Bend St. Joe girls softball team. South Bend St. Joe got the win, 1-0. And he let me know that Berkeley Zatay was the pitcher for South Bend St. Joe. She struck out 17 batters. That's remarkable. And I understand she's going to go to Oklahoma. And that's next year. She'll be a Sooner. I take that back. That'll be in 2 years. And I believe he said she is a junior. But her sister, the catcher, is a senior. That's Riley Zakay. And they're both going to meet up a sophomore year. For Riley, they'll be at Oklahoma. They'll be Sooners. And Billy Sims, I'm sure a lot of guys remember him. He wore number 20 for the Oklahoma Sooners. I tell you what, he was a good running back. And that's an understatement. I think he was Heisman Trophy winner. You have to go back a few years to see that. And we'll go around the diamond with the South Bend St. Joe Huskies. First, we'll mention their pitcher in today's ball game is Jacob Snyder. Jacob Snyder wears number 19. Jacob Snyder has an ERA of a 1.56. He got 1 win, 0 losses on the season. This is appearance number 4. He's starting today's ball game. He's got 9 innings under his belt. He has given up 3 hits. He has given up 2 runs. Both runs were earned. And we'll also mention he has walked 6 batters. He has struck out 9. He has faced 37 batters. He's thrown 133 pitches. Stepping in for the Knights, number 9, Hudson Gutwein. We're going to wind up right-hander. Looking over the glove, first pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Shortstop, fielded by Washburn. They'll throw across the diamond. He'll get the put out with Brody Zielinski. There's 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Next batter going to step in for the Knights. Going to be the 2-hitter, number 10, Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke plays first base for LCC. Here comes the wind and the pitch to Gerke. Upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Jacob Snyder, right-handed hurler, 2 feet on the rubber, working from the windup. Here comes the 1-0. Outside and low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Caden Minnick, 3-hitter, is on deck. Stepping back in. Lucas Gerke, left-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Second base goes down to get it. And throw across the diamond right next door. That was Brady Loniger. Brady Longer will mention gets the put out with Brody Zelensky. And another ground out on the infield. Next batter going to step in for the Knights. 3-hitter. Number 20, Cade Minnick. Cade Minnick is the right fielder for the Knights. Here comes the first pitch from Snyder. Swung on and take it to center field. Going to back him up just a little bit. Jace Lee. And he'll make the catch. And the Knights are out of the inning. Knights come up with no runs, no hits. And they'll play defensively. And they'll play defensively in the top of the second inning. We do thank you for tuning in. We'll mention this game is in parts being brought to you today by Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage, Side Production, AGM Auto LLC, Fritz and Fisher's Car Sales since 1983, Thomas Stocks there out of Cicero, I take that back there in Novasville. And we'll mention Camino and Company, it's a mobile flower shop. PutMeInSports.com, happy to support education-based high school varsity sports, baseball, football, and basketball. We'll mention Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21 Real Estate, and your home away from home. You can come up with a place to stay at Davenport, Florida. And that's the warm area, and you can go there year-round. You can go to short-term stays or long-term stays. That's a townhome available for lease. So let's throw the ball around the infield. On the pitcher's rubber is Keaton Brooks. 3-umpire crew here today. Has been for the whole tournament thus far. Last night had 2 ball games. Central Catholic and Highland went at it at 5:30. Then it was Darren Catholic and South Bend St. Joe. That was scheduled for an 8 o'clock start. It was very close. Stepping into bat number 3, Ben Van Fleet. First pitch comes in low for ball 1. That's number 3, Ben Van Fleet. He's the 8-hitter for St. Joseph Huskies. We're now wind up. Here's the pitch. High and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Scoreboard not available at the moment. Here comes a 2-0 pitch from Brooks. A bit upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to the 8-hitter for the Huskies, Ben Van Fleet. Right-handed batter's box, a bit of an open stance. Here comes the pitch. Outside edge, called strike. 3-1 count. He'll step back in. Ben Van Fleet in the batter's box. Here comes the wind. Here's the 3-1. High and away, ball 4. So Van Fleet will jog down to first base. Next batter in the lineup going to be the 9-hitter for South Bend St. Joe. It is number 4, Brady Loniger. You'll step in, step back out. Sometimes you step in. You need timeouts by the umpire, granted, to get back out of the box. Not that time. Stepping in, right-handed batter, Loniger. Pickoff move, first base, back safely, head first. Is Van Fleet. Trying to keep him close. 1-run ball game. Trying to keep the runners off of second base. Albacete, here comes the pitch from Brooks. Tries to bunt. Came up empty. It's a strike. A swinging strike with a bunt attempt. Snap throw, first base safely. Back again is Van Fleet. Number 4, Brady Loniger. Batting here in the top of the second inning. It's a 1-run ball game. South Bend St. Joe got 1 in the top of the first inning. Pickoff move, nonchalant. Tag applied by Gerke. Back safely, standing up is Van Fleet. Stepping back in, Brady Loniger. Not a lot of pitches to Loniger. Here's one. You got to take one to second base. Soft fly ball to Mikey Stapleton, and he'll make the catch. Thought that was going through the outfield. It died in a hurry. It was to Mikey Stapleton. There's one out here in the top of the second inning. One aboard. First base, Ben Van Fleet in the batter's box again. I think it's their only lefty in the lineup. Number 7, one hitter, Joe Washburn, plays shortstop. Out of the stretch, now the set. Here comes the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Washburn, we'll mention, in 7 ball games. In 7 games, 32 plate appearances, 24 at-bats. Batting .458. Now left in the batter's box. .594 on base. Ground with foul one right side severely. He gets around on the baseball. That one ended up against the Knights' first base dugout. So he'll step back in. 1 ball, 1 strike to Washburn. Here's the pitch. Swung on and take one to right field. Gonna veer to his right, come in to make the catch. And that's Caden Minnick. Out number 2. So the next batter we'll see is the 2-hitter. That's number 1, Jace Lee, the center fielder. Jace Lee. Last night, his home run walk-off, the grand slam, makes him home runs on the season at number 2. Right-handed batter, first pitch, breaking pitch. Must have finished slow, ball 1. That was a backdoor curveball. Looked good from here. Obviously, I cannot see the profile view. Working out a stretch, now the set. Here comes the pitch. They take a foul ball right side. It'll go out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The 2-hitter for St. Joseph. Chase Lee. Out of stretch, now the set. Taking off for second base. Low pitch, blocked it. Couldn't clean it. Safe at second base is Ben Van Fleet. So Coach Smolinski moves Van Fleet into scoring position. I believe there's 2 out. Stepping back in, Jace Lee. Out of stretch, check second base. Does Brooks. Now a set position. Here's the pitch. I'm at the stretch. Ground ball. Foul, third base. Going to be gloved by Boutel anyway. And he'll toss it back. I believe it's 2-2, and we're going to get some signs by the home plate umpire. He lets us know it's 2-2. Stepping back in, Jace Lee. Peering in, looking at signals out of stretch. Now the set by Brooks. And long set, timeout in the box by Jace Lee. That's a long time to stare at the pitcher. Long time to concentrate. I'd call timeout also. It steps back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lee. Working out a stretch, Keaton Brooks. Checks second base a couple times out of the stretch. A 3rd time in the set. Here's the pitch. He'll take one to center field. Got a lot of air under it. Bryn Robbins going to make the catch. So Bryn Robbins catches the ball for the 3rd out here in the top of the 2nd inning. And South Bend St. Joe leaves a runner aboard at second base. That's Ben Van Fleet. And after 1 1/2, South Bend St. Joseph won. Lafayette Central Catholic Knights 0. We'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage. Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage, Arcadia, Indiana. They have indoor and outdoor storage with flex storage availability. You can call to reserve space for that safe and secure storage space location. Indoor storage for your boats, RVs, or your precious automobiles. Could be a Corvette, could be a Mercedes, could be a Jaguar, could be anything. It could be a motorcycle. I've seen motorcycles left outside, and I will also mention, or it could be outdoor storage, because it's always available. A big lot right there by the railroad track, 256th Street to Arcadia. We'll also mention to contact Arcadia Industrial Park and Self-Storage. Simply go online at the website. It's www.aipsindiana.com, or you can call them by telephone at 317-774-1500. Again, that's 317-774-1500. That's Arcadia Industrial Park and Self-Storage. Who's stepping into bat here in the bottom of the second inning for the Knights? Four-hitter number 33, Brent Robbins. He made that final catch in the top of the second. He got a shot to third base off the glove. Nearly cleaned it. He'll pick it up off the surface and he'll throw a strike to first base. Get the put out. Sharply hit ball by the four-hitter Brent Robbins to third base. That's Owen Fuda. Number 10, he throws across the diamond to Brody Zelensky. First out here at the bottom of the second inning. Stepping into bat, number 11, Mikey Stapleton. He'll take a shot left field line. It's going to be foul. Line shot, Mikey Stapleton. Got around in a hurry. So no balls, one strike. Jacob Snyder doing the pitching. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Inside tight, ball one. That was in the box with him. He's a right-handed batter. One ball, one strike. Peering in, looking at signals over the glove. Here comes the wind by Snyder. Breaking pitch, perfectly placed in there for a strike. No cut. Count goes 1-2. One ball, two strikes, Mikey Stapleton. Here comes the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Low for a ball. Another breaking pitch. Finished in the dirt. Good block by Owen Balint. 2-2 count to Stapleton. Peering in over the glove, looking at signals. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Snyder. High and away. Count goes full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's folks here wearing winter coats with a cover over them. Here comes a 3-2. He'll pop one up on the infield. Playable. Will be called by Snyder. He'll be called off by the first baseman, Brody Zelensky. And there are 2 out on the diamond. Next batter going to step in for the Knights. We're going to see the 6-hitter, number 34. He's doing the pitching in the ballgame for the Knights. Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks, left-handed batter, steps in. Bit of an open stance. He'll close on the approach. Peering in over the glove, look at signals. Is Jacob Snyder. Here comes the wind and the pitch. He'll pop one up. It's going to be playable. Looks like it behind the home plate. The catcher makes a good catch. Owen Balint kind of overran it. Had to bend back and then catch it over his head. And then Balint records the third out here in the bottom of the second inning. So after 2 complete here in the 11 o'clock game. So 1-run ball game. St. Joseph's in front. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by AGM Auto. AGM Auto, LLC. They're also in Arcadia. AGM Auto is located 1 mile west of Arcadia, Indiana, on 266th Street. That's in Hamilton County. The future of your vehicle is in good hands. When you put your trust, when you put your trust with the guys at AGM, whether it's a routine oil change or the need of the expertise of an experienced AGM technician, AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. A second type of service they offer there at AGM Auto is classic car and classic truck restoration. If you still have that older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn and covered up with a tarp, AGM has a passion to reveal the underlying beauty of each and every restoration project they begin. AGM Auto, you can find them on Facebook at AGM Auto LLC. You can dial them up by telephone at 317-984-5283. Again, their number is 317-984-5283. You can transport that automobile, that classic car or truck on a flatbed. AGM Auto in Arcadia. So the umpires run back in position. Here we go. First pitch from Brooks. Taken for a strike at home plate. Stepping in. Batting. I believe number 6, Brett Mason. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball. First base. It's Owen Valence. And unassisted at first base, Lucas Gerke gets the put out. That was number 11, Owen Valence. There's one out here in the top of the third inning. It's a one-run ball game. It's an unearned run, but it's a one-run ball game. Stepping in to bat, four-hitter, number 6, Brett Mason. Outside of ball. I've been listed as a wild pitch. One ball, no strikes. Brett Mason, where's number 6? He's played in, should say, in 8 ball games. He's batting .407. Here comes the pitch. Outside edge, strike call. Count goes even at 1-1. 32 at-bats. 37, I take it back, 27 plate appearances. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Back to the wall. 2 strikes on the four-hitter, Brett Mason. Left-handed pitcher, Keith Brooks, sets back on the rubber. Spearing in, look at the signals. Out of the windup, here's the pitch. Curveball misses, breaks inside. I believe it's a 1-2 count. No signals. Working from the windup. Here comes a pitch from Brooks. Swung on to foul this one. Almost straight back over the screen. I believe it's a 1-2 count to the four-hitter, Brett Mason. Brett Mason, a .469 on base percentage. Swung on, swing and a miss. There were 2 strikes, so go down swinging. There are 2 out here in the inning. The next batter we're going to see is a 5-hitter, number 10, Owen Fuda. He's playing a third base position. Owen Fuda in 8 ball games, 27 plate appearances, 22 at-bats. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, mid-foul tip in the glove. Jackson holds it, strike 1. 318 batting average for Fuda. 444 on base percentage. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Going to be another foul tip in the glove. Count goes 0-2 to Fuda. Third batter in the inning. 2 out on the diamond. Here comes the pitch from Brooks. He'll take one right side to float out of play. Fuda stay in that box, fighting him off. Probably a quality at-bat for Fuda, even though it's 0-2. Here comes a pitch from Brooks. Breaking pitch, he'll foul another one in the box. It'll get him on the leg. So he'll go 0-2 once again. 3-hitter, Owen Valence. Seeing several, fastballs here as they wait for Mason. Swing and miss, strike 3, drop 3rd. Going to tag you. He's out. And he thinks he got a piece of it. He thinks it was a foul ball. And I'm not sure. It could have very well been from the travel of that baseball made. So home plate umpires looking at a umpire, looking at third base umpire, and they're going to say that it was a strike without reaching the bat. And third base coach might have a beef right here. Coach John Smolinski. I said, well, he's fouling them off and fouling them off. And they think that might have been a foul tip. It was not caught by Jackson King. They're going with a foul ball, and let's see what they're going to do. I think they're going to reassemble. They are going to reassemble. Foul ball at home plate. Foul tip. Jackson King couldn't clean it. It would have been strike 3. If he'd have cleaned it, it'd been strike 3. It was a foul tip. difficult foul tip to clean in regard to Jackson Kane. Jackson picked it up off the surface and tagged Owen Fuda in the batter's box as if it were a drop third strike. That conversation right there, Coach Bourdonnais talking to the home plate umpire and the third base umpire, talking it over right there. Probably wondering how you can call it strike three and then make it a foul ball. So, conversation on the diamond. So, they're going to play this as a foul tip. Jackson Kane didn't have much of his year off. I don't think so. He's going to jog back behind the dish. And it's going to remain an 0-2 count, and I think rightfully so. So, one from the windup, here's the 0-2 again. Swing and a miss, he'll clean this one. And he'll swing and miss a strikeout swinging. But that's the way to do it. This is a game of baseball. It's also a game of Hoyle. So they're really simple. They throw another pitch, and Keith Brooks gets the strikeout. So we'll mention after 2.5, it's still a one-run ball game. South Bend St. Joe in front. We'll also mention this game is in parts being brought to you today by FritzandFishers.com. FritzandFishers.com. Quality cars, trucks, and SUVs since 1983. Working on year number 41. They buy, they sell, they trade, and they'll help you finance your automobile. They have preferred low mileage in one-owner automobiles. They have 2 Hamilton County locations. The first location is in Fishers, Indiana, 8599 East 116th Street. You can dial them up there at 317-842-2228. Again, that number is 317-842-2228. The second location is in Noblesville. It's actually along State Road 32 between Noblesville and Westfield. 317-773-2232. Again, that's 317-773-2232. You can visit them online or stop by on site. FritzandFishers.com. FRITZ. Stepping into bat for the Knights. Gonna be the catcher. Number 3, Jackson Kane, right-handed batter. Here comes a right-handed pitch. Outside edge, going to call a strike. Jackson Kane seems to not get a preferred strike zone when he bats. I'm here to tell you, here comes the pitch. Inside tight, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson Kane stepping back in. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning. Knights batting. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch. Finishes low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jackson Kane loves the game of football. He's got a neck like a tree stump. Here's the pitch. Outside edge, they're going to call that a strike. They're basically taking the bat right out of the hands of Jackson Kane. That was in the left-handed batter's box for the 2nd strike. We're going to have a glove. Here comes the wide and the 1-2. Low and inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jackson Kane's choked up off that knob, probably more than I've seen him choke all season. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Snyder. Inside and ball, and low, I should say. Actually, that was ball 4. I lost track. Scoreboard still not functioning. Jackson Kane going to jog to first base. Jackson Kane has done his base running, his own base running all season long. A year ago as a sophomore and a freshman, Coach Bourdonnais would pitch run for him. Actually, they would courtesy run. Jackson Kane has some wheels. Stepping in to bat. It's going to be number 41, Isaac Seppinger. He just squared a bunt. He'll put a bunt down. It'll go foul up against the wall right behind him. No balls, 1 strike. Jackson Kane was on his horse. Coach Bortney trying to get a runner in scoring position. It's a one-run ball game. Peering in, looking at signals. Jacob Snyder, long period, he'll step off the back. He'll step back in. Peering in, looking at signals from catcher Owen Bayless. Pickoff move, first base. No tag applied. Back safety. Head first is Jackson Kane. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of set. Snyder, here's the pitch to Seppinger, squirt a bunt. Pulls the bat back, it's a ball. Count goes 1-1. Third baseman Owen Fuda coming in to play the bunt immediately when the square happens by Seppinger. Gotta be careful. Working out a stretch, now the set. Here comes the 1-1, he'll square the bunt again, he'll pop one foul. He'll go back to the screen. There's a 1-2 count to Isaac Seppinger. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're still early going. Bottom of the third inning. Looking at signals, Coach Bortney, very few given. Seppinger might be swinging away. Out of the set. From Snyder, here's going to squirt a bunt. They'll put a bunt down. It's going to be fair. Picked up by the catcher. They'll throw a strike to first base and barely get Seppinger at first. So Jackson Kane moves over to second base with 1 out. Knights have a runner in scoring position. Tying run represented by Jackson Kane. Stepping into bat, the 9-hitter, number 17, Gavin Boutel. Working out a stretch. Now the set. Here's the pitch. High and tight. Ball 1. 1 foot in the box, 1 foot out of the box. IHSAA don't want you to get too far from home plate between pitches. Try to keep this game moving. Working out a set. Check second base. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Inside and tight. Strike call. So 1 ball, 1 strike. That wind picking up just a little bit. Step back in the box. Peering in, looking at signals. It's Snyder out of set. Long set. Here comes the pitch to Boutel. Inside tight. Ball 2. I believe so. Looking for signals. Home plate umpire was giving him. There about the second inning. He just seemed to stop again. Out of set. Here comes the pitch. Inside. Edge. Strike called. I believe it's a 2-2 count. Steps back in. Gavin Boutel. Out of set position. Here's the pitch from Jacob Snyder. Breaking pitch. He'll go ground ball. Second base. He'll field it. Loninger. He'll throw to first base. Get the put out with Zelensky. There are 2 outs on the diamond. And Jackson Kane moves over to third base. So stepping in is going to be number 9, Hudson Gutwine. Hudson Gutwine, in 11 games, I know they've played 12. He's going to step in. Batting average of .394. First pitch. Breaking pitch finishes low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Hudson Gutwine, right-handed batter's box. Hudson Gutwine, he's 5'11", 175. Shortstop for the Knights. Played second base in 1 game, I believe. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch finishes away. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gutwine, on-base percentage of .533. More than half the time he goes to the plate, he gets on base. Pitch comes in, ground ball. We hit the pitcher's mound. It's going to bounce up and room service hop to shortstop Joe Washburn. He'll throw across the diamond to Brody Zelensky. And they'll get the put out. And the Knights leave 1 on base. Knights getting the runner to third base now. This game is going to amp up right here in the next 4 innings, or maybe more. So Keith Brooks back out on the pitcher's rubber. And I will also mention, this game is in part being brought to you by Sign Production. Sign Production, business with a good sign is a sign of good business. Computer-generated, painted, and sandblasted signs. Real estate signs 4x8 and larger, billboard advertising, large format signage, vehicle graphics and lettering, banners and window lettering. Sign production since 1985. Happy to be working in year number 39 at Sign Production. You can reach them by phone or by text message. 317-946-2424. Again, that number is 317-946-2424. That's Sign Production, just west of Arcadia. Get some warm-up tosses. Jackson King put his gear on. He finished the inning at the bottom of the third at third base. So he's put his gear on, doing the warm-up catching right here. It's number 24, freshman Ben Weeks. Ben Weeks, 60 tall, 155, listed as a catcher and a middle infielder. So running out right now is Jackson Kane. Jackson Kane, as I mentioned, loves the game of football. Coach Brian Ney probably plenty happy to have a Jackson Kane. Jackson Kane can line up in the slot. He can line up split. He can line up as a wingback. And Coach Brian Ney getting him to football, either on the ground or in the air, about any time he can. So stepping in to bat for South Bend St. Joe is the sixth hitter, number 5, first baseman Brody Zielinski. First pitch from Brooks, outside ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Zielinski. Top of the fourth inning, it's a 1-run ball game. South Bend St. Joe in front. Next pitch comes in, outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strike. Right-handed batter Brody Zielinski. Here's a pitch from Keaton Brooks. Outside edge, lets it go by, strike called. 2-1 Tim. Zielinski taps the plate. Squares up. Feet in the box, squared up. Straight away for the defense. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, foul ball, back to the screen. Temp goes even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 umpire crew this weekend. Here comes the 2-2. Low for ball 3. Temp goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Peering in, look at singles. Out of the windup. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, line shot, shortstop. Caught about a foot above the ground by Hudson Gutwein. Zielinski carries his bat about 3/4 the way to first base. You can't carry the bat. He knows that you can't actually touch first base carrying the bat to first base, or you're out. I got to admit, I've not seen that happen. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Holden Hardesty going to try to run it out. Picked up at second base by Mikey Stapleton. He'll throw to Kirky, and there are 2 out here in the top of the 4th. Next batter in the lineup for South Bend St. Joseph's is going to be number 3, Ben Van Fleet. Another right-handed batter. Van Fleet in 8 ball games, batting .348 in that right-handed batter's box. First pitch from Brooks. Outside, ball 1. Van Fleet on base percentage of .379. 8 hits on the season, 6 are singles, 2 are doubles. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, he'll fly one to shallow left center field. Coming in a long way to make the catch is Brent Robbins, the center fielder. So the Knights get out of the inning. They send 3 to the plate to the Huskies. And the Knights are going to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning after 3.5. Huskies 1, Knights 0. So we'll mention this game is also in parts being brought to you by Camino and Company. Camino and Company, that's in downtown Noblesville, Indiana. It's right there on Logan Street by the bridge, the South Bridge, I should mention. There are 2 bridges right there in Noblesville across the White River. Camino and Company, you can find them on the web at Camino dealers and providers, small business partners, and the CNC founders. A 1984 El Camino that acts as a mascot for the Camino and Company. That 1984 El Camino is owned by P.E. Witham. He is the grandpa of the owner of Camino and Company. That owner is Carly Elbret. And the goal of Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concepts to the completion by Camino and Company. And they are now booking 2024 brides. Find them on the website, Camino and Company. 7 into bat for the Knights. Lucas Kirky, first pitch by Snyder. Fastball, knee high, called strike. Lucas Kirky going to step back in. Lucas Kirky, he's a junior class member, 6 foot, 170. Here comes the pitch from Snyder. Backdoor curveball misses away. Lucas Kirky in 11 games, well mentioned, they played 12. 40 plate appearances, 25 at-bats. Batting .320, 575 on base percentage. Here comes the pitch. He'll take one foul. Left side might be playable. It's going to be a long way to run. It's going to be a foul ball going to hit the grass. So over there by home plate, I should say right there at home plate, and I'm in the bullpen area, just a long foul ball. So the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, pitching from the windup, looking over the glove, picking up the signals. Jacob Snyder, Lucas Kirky. Swung on, ground ball to the hole. First and second base, covering the base well as the ball was fielded by first baseman Brody Zielinski. And covering the base well was Jacob Snyder. They'll get the out. So next batter going to step in for the Knights. We're going to see number 20, Cade Minnick. Cade Minnick, left-handed batter's box. Cade Minnick, he's a senior class member in 11 ball games. 46 plate appearances, 39 at-bats, batting .333. Pitch comes in. Outside half, knee high, called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Cade Minnick on base percentage of .435. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch inside, ball 1. 1-1 count to Minnick. 13 hits, 11 are singles. He has 2 doubles. Left-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball. First baseline going to roll foul. Had some backspin on that one. Had some English. Rolls foul. That ball could have stayed fair had that ball had topspin. So Cade Minnick going to jog back, pick up the bat. I believe it's a 1-2 count. Cade Minnick looking for singles. Coach Bordenay at third base, and Jacob Snyder would like a different baseball, and he is not denied. As mentioned, I've never seen an umpire deny a baseball, unless it's a rainy day and they're all wet. Here we go. 1-2. Low for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Home plate umpire letting us know when it's 2-2. So peering over the glove, here comes a 2-2 pitch from Snyder. Foul ball right at first base. It was scorching. First base coach getting out of the way. That's Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson has his Eskimo coat on. I don't know if it's that cold. Here comes the 2-2 pitch again. Backdoor curveball misses outside. Count goes full. So Coach Bordenay gets a hand clap. He's looking for a base runner. 3-2 count to Minnick. Here comes a pitch from Snyder. Swung on, ground ball, foul. Just foul of first base. And that was a matter of inches, maybe a foot. So he'll step back in. Cade Minnick fighting him off. Yes, this is a quality at-bat. Cade Minnick has 25 of them. Here comes a pitch. He's going to take it the other way. He'll go to the left field. He's going to drop in the grass just beyond third base. Fights one off, and that's probably the best at-bat thus far in the whole game. So Cade Minnick is safe at first base. Picks up hit number 14. And I do not have stats for last night's game. That's pretty quick to turn them around. We'll hope to have brand new updated stats before the 6:30 Gearing Catholic game. Stepping in, Bryn Robbins out of the set. Snyder, first pitch comes in high for ball one. Caden Minnick getting a modest lead there at first base. Out of the box looking for signals. Several signals given. Bryn Robbins going to step back in. Bryn Robbins, he's also a senior. 5'10", 195. Here's the pitch. Inside edge. Strike called. Count goes even at 1-1. Steps out of the box. Signals given. Cade Minnick at first base. A senior batting and a senior running the bases. One aboard at first base is Minnick. Pitch comes in. He'll take a drive to left center. It's going to get the gap. It's going to be to the warning track at least. He'll pick it up before the fence. On the warning track, going to throw it in. It's a tie ball game. Cade Minnick going to score from first base. And Cade Minnick knew that was a gapper. He did not have to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught. It's a 1-1 ball game. And coach there in the dugout for St. Joseph might want to know. Now I'm going to check on the left fielder. He did stumble after he threw the ball in. Coach is going to jog out. I believe that's Coach John Smolinski. Going to have to talk with his left fielder, making sure his hamstring is okay. And Coach is going to ask him to sit down in the dugout. Going to insert a left fielder. And it's going to be number 21. Number 21, that's Dallas Downey. Dallas Downey is now going to be in left field. And Brett Mason is going to jog in. I don't know if they're going to allow him some tosses out there. Evidently not. But Dallas Downey going to come in, and Coach Smolinski, obviously, just going to let Brett Mason sit down, stay safe, maybe get him in the next ball game. And that'll be a 4 o'clock game, I believe, with Highland. Highland got the win last night, 4-2 against Central Catholic. Peering in, looking at signals. Runner at second base is Bryn Robbins. Out of set, here's the pitch. Outside of ball. In the batter's box for the Knights. 5-hitter number 11, Mikey Stapleton. Peering in, out of the stretch, is Jacob Snyder. Mikey Stapleton, right-handed batter's box. Bryn Robbins at second base. The base runner, here comes the pitch. Inside edge, strike call. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mikey Stapleton has a home run on the season. He's the only Knights pickoff move at second base. It was a good timing move. Bryn Robbins had first slide back to second. Just gets in there. 1-1 count to Stapleton. Out of the set. Jacob Snyder, here's the pitch. Inside and tight. Mikey Stapleton seems to take some inside and tight pitches in about every at-bat. Count goes 2-1. Out of the set, check second base. Here's the pitch from Snyder to Stapleton. Inside and tight again. Yes, he could wear them, but he's a good batter. He can put the ball in play, line shot. 2-1 to Stapleton. Peering in, looking at signals. Now out of the set, check second base. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, ground ball. Third base couldn't play it. Dropped it, picked it back up, and made the play. Nice play at third base, Owen Huda. And there are 2 out on the diamond. Bryn Robbins still at second base. So going to step in, it's going to be Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks, left-handed batter. Runner at second base, Bryn Robbins. He owns the RBI that tied the ball game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 kill. Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks is the pitcher of record for the Knights. Here then looking at signals, out of stretch. Now the set, check second base. Here comes a pitch from Snyder to Brooks. Inside and tight. A ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Keaton Brooks, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, a step back in. Keaton Brooks, also a senior class member. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. Outside a ball. I believe it's a 2-1 kill. Scoreboard having difficulty today. Nice scoreboard. It's been there a few years anyway. That's a mild understatement. Outside a ball. 3-1 kill. Not getting fingers from the home plate umpire with the scoreboard not working. Working out stretch. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, foul ball the other way. Goes out of play. Line shot, I believe it's a 3-2. Yes, it's a 3-2. He shows us with the fingers. A few years back, they wanted the umpires to quit saying full kill. They want them to say 3-2 and show 3-2. That's the way it is. Out of the set. Snyder, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Backdoor curveball, finishes low. Jogging to first base is Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks picks up base on ball, number 5 on the season. He's going to give way to a courtesy runner. And out there for the Knights, 23, Brennan Van Kirk. Excuse me. Pardon me. Brennan Van Kirk. Number 23, he's a sophomore, 6'1", 155. Timeout on the diamond. South Bend St. Joseph, they're going to walk out and have a meeting with their infield at home plate. And we'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by PutMeInSports.com. Internet radio sports since 2008. Happy to support education-based high school varsity sports. Baseball in the spring. Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. Football in the fall. Tipton Blue Devils. And basketball in the winter. Tipton Blue Devils boys basketball. You can go online. You can see a couple of years of those 3 sports at the website. If you scroll down. Stepping into bat. Here comes a pitch from Snyder. Inside tight. Ball 1. Jackson Kane. Right-handed batter's box. Jackson Kane in 11 ball games. He's about 229. 349 on base percentage. He's got 5 singles. He has 3 doubles. 4 RBI. He scored 6 runs. He's walked 6 times. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bullpen activity down the left field line for the Huskies. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of stretch. Pickoff move. Second base. Another timing move. Getting back safely. Alert. Base runner is Bryn Robbins. So the Knights have 2 aboard. First and second base. Van Kirk is at first base. Here comes a pitch from Snyder. You know, if you're going to pick that leg up, that left leg, and leave it elevated just a half a second, step towards second, and not make a throw. Just step back in. Peered in, looking at singles, out of stretch. Now the set position. Here's the pitch. Swung on, you get a base hit. Going into the grass in the left field. Brent Robbins rounds third base. He's going to score standing up. And Jackson Kane, a base hit. RBI off the bat at number 3, the Knights catcher. Well, Jackson Kane now has 5 RBI on the season, and the Knights go up by 1 run. It's a 2-1 ball game. Next batter going to step in for the Knights. Still 2 outs. Is number 41, senior Isaac Seppinger. Seppinger is 6'3", 200 pounds. And then out of set, here comes a pitch from Snyder. Pitch comes in low and inside, ball 1. Isaac Seppinger looking for signals. Out of set position. Here comes the pitch from Snyder. Swung on, he'll foul one left side out of play. Seppinger is a left-handed batter. So Seppinger, 1-1 count. Gonna step back in. Working out a stretch. Peering, looking at signals. Now out of set position. Here comes the pitch. High and outside, ball 2. So Isaac Seppinger, right-handed batter's box. Now stretch that back. Left-handed batter's box stepping in. Out of set is Snyder. Here comes the pitch. Outside of ball. I believe it's a 2-1 count. Home plate umpire just showed us. I didn't catch that. Just the tail end of it. Working out of set position. Here comes the pitch from Snyder. Inside and low, it's ball 4. So bases are going to load up. Bases loaded for the Knights. 2 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Knights have 2 runs in. It's a 1-run ball game. Knights batting in at bottom of the 4th. Working out a windup. Jacob Snyder. In the batter's box, Gavin Butell. Going to step back off the back with that opposite start foot. Going to step back on. Still from the windup. Here comes the pitch to Butell. Going to be a line shot. Going to get to center field. It's going to be a 2 RBI single off the bat of Gavin Butell. So the Knights come up with 4 runs thus far. Knights scoring with 2 out. They've scored 3 runs with 2 outs on the diamond. There'll be a timeout called by South Bend St. Joseph. And Coach John Smolinski is going to walk out. Going to talk with his infield and pitcher Jacob Snyder. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21, and Jacob Snyder going to get a good deserved hand clap as he walks to the dugout. Again, we'll mention Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21. When you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 20-plus years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agent and or real estate broker strives for. That's such as Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are 2 of the same. For the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, her cellular phone number is 317-513-4086. You can also text her at 317-513-4086. Now on the pitcher's rubber, pitching for South Bend St. Joseph is number 12, Jay Newber. Jay Newber, he's a junior. And we'll mention Jay Newber getting some early season activity on the pitcher's rubber. I didn't come up with any stats last night when I was writing them down for St. Joseph. For Jay Newber, Coach put him on the pitcher's rubber. It'll warm up from the stretch. It's not a bad day on the diamond considering the sun is shining. They say it's going to get up to 56 degrees today. They say next week, at the best, it's going to be the high 60s. But we're not going to complain. I tell you what, that eclipse, I'm sure probably 90% of the folks in the United States maybe watched that, or at least in the central Indiana area. That was quite amazing. Quite amazing, especially when it got dark and got light real quick. Just stepping into bat, Hudson Gutwein, number 9 for the Knights, shortstop. Started out pitching from a stretch. He's going to step off now. That's number 12, Jay Newber. Working from a stretch. He's peering in, looking at signals. Going to call time again. It's going to be called by Hudson Gutwein at that right-handed batter's box. He'll step back in. First pitch, it's going to call a strike. That was severely inside edge at best. No balls, one strike. Steps back in, Hudson Gutwein. Out of the set. Newber checking second base twice. Here's the pitch. Slide, sharp hit. Right side. But there gets the nice fence in front of their dugout. So 0-2 count to Hudson Gutwein. Bottom of the fourth inning, I believe. 4 runs in for the Knights with 2 out. Out of the set, here comes the pitch from Newber. Breaking pitch. They're going to call him out. Inside severely. And that was more inside than the first pitch called an inside strike. So out of the inning, Knights will set down. They come up with 4 runs. It's a 4-1 ball game. 4-1 ball game after 4 complete. Hudson Gutwein disappointed. You know, sometimes these players, they go to home plate to bat, and they're looking to increase their batting average. But when the bat is taken out of their hand, those college scouts read the papers, and they read the stat line, and they wonder, this guy struck out what? This guy struck out what? But it's quite a bummer when you're trying to get partial free education at the next level. So Pete Brooks back out on the rubber, did some warm-up tosses. The Knights throwing the ball around the infield. And as you know, the Pacers made the playoffs. Pacers are going to play tomorrow evening. First playoff game, they're going to be in Milwaukee. They'll go against the Bucks. So the Pacers and the Bucks, in years past, Bucks have been pretty darn good. Pacers had in years past difficult time beating the Bucks. But the Pacers this year, that's a different dynamic. The Pacers this year, I'll mention their last game, 82nd game of the season. I think they went against the Hawks. Hawks scored 115 points. Now anymore, you wonder how they scored all these points. They had a 4-quarter game, and the Pacers came up with 157 in 4 quarters. Stepping in from South Bend, St. Joseph, 9-hitter number 4, Brady Loniger, right-handed batter. Working from the windup, first pitch to Loniger. Outside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And step back in. Pete Brooks looking at signals. Out of the windup, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Off speed. Count goes 1-1. Loniger wears number 4 in 8 ball games. He's batting .435. Here comes the pitch. Outside a ball. 3-1. Loniger, number 4, on base percentage of .519. After 8 games, 6 hits. He has 4 doubles. Here comes the pitch from Brooks. Outside a ball. 3-1. So Loniger trying to get on base. In 8 ball games, he has 2 base on balls. Playing straight away in the outfield. Here's the pitch. Swung on and take one to center field. Brandon Robbins going to back up a few steps, make the catch. There's 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. So stepping in to bat, we're going to see the shortstop for the Huskies. He's a 1-hitter, Joe Washburn. Washburn batting .269, left-handed batter's box, .441 on base percentage. Here comes the pitch. Right down meridian. A 2 o'clock arm slot for Keaton Brooks, facing the lefty. makes it a little bit more difficult for Washburn. Here's the pitch. You put a bunt down. You're going to foul back to the screen. Try to put a quick bunt down. Try to get on base. That bunt hit. Boutel was back behind the bag. You're going to line up right in line with the bag at third base now. No balls, 2 strikes. Peering in, looking at singles out of the windup. Jackson Kane giving his signals. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Washburn. Low for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Washburn has 7 hits after 7 games. 3 singles, 3 doubles. Does not have a triple, but does have a home run. Going to foul this one back out of play. Stay in that box with a 1-2 count, I do believe. He's reached base on balls 7 times. Washburn. That's in 34 plate appearances. 26 at-bats. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking pitch. He'll take it the other way. It's going to float and caught. It would have been a foul ball just barely. And Gavin Boutel with more range than I've seen by a third baseman in a long, long time. Maybe Mike Schmidt. Probably not Ron Say. And Craig Nettles, I doubt if it was him. But a good range right there by Gavin Boutel. Stepping into bat. 2-hitter number 1, Chase Lee. Outside, first pitch ball 1. As we know, Chase Lee can reach the fence. Last night, a grand slam. He hit one deep. First time up this game. He'll take that one to the left field. Got some air running. It's going to be a base hit. Line shot to base hit. Base hit to left field. For the 2-hitter, Chase Lee. And he's aboard with 2 outs. Next batter going to step in. 3-hitter. For the Huskies, number 11, Owen Bayland. Owen Bayland is the catcher. Right-handed batter facing the lefty, Keith Brooks. Now out of the set, checks first base. First pitch to Bayland. Low for ball 1. So Bayland steps back in. Actually, he doesn't get out of the box. They move quick with Bayland batting. Time out on the diamond. Jackson King probably having difficulty with that earpiece. Probably a little static or something. So this year, the catcher can wear an earpiece, and the coach from the dugout can transmit words to the earpiece of the catcher. Pitch comes in, outside edge, strike called. So that's a good way for instead of having to signal pitches in, which take a while sometimes. Coach Bourdais, he's occupying that microphone in the dugout. Pickoff move, first base, nonchalant. Back safely is Chase Lee. But it's not mandatory. The guy in the dugout, the coach, the team doesn't have to use that technology this year. It's not mandatory. I was at a coaches meeting. I was at an umpire meeting. About 4 coaches up there. Coach for Western, Ryan Berryman, said he hasn't decided yet. That's a while back. Maybe he's doing it. Going to be a line shot, just shortstop, and 1 hops the glove of Hudson Gutwein. He tosses it over to Mike Stapleton. Gets the force out at second base, and the Knights are out of the inning. So, after 4 1/2, a 4-1 ball game. Knights in front. Knights going to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we'll also mention this game is in parts being brought to you by your home away from home. Do you sometimes wonder how relaxing it would be to take your family to Florida, but you don't have a place to stay? Well, you can enjoy that home away from home in Davenport, Florida. Davenport, Florida. Enjoy a 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath spacious town home with a private pool. Available for short-term or long-term stays. Davenport, Florida is a vacation destination in northeastern Polk County. Close proximity to the Walt Disney theme park in Orlando. And if you enjoy warm sand on your feet, And the sunny beaches, just 90 minutes separate you from Cocoa Beach, Clearwater Beach, Daytona Beach, and New Smyrna beaches. You and your family could jump on a plane or hop in a car. When you get to Davenport, Florida, there you are. To inquire, you may direct your emails to 353-Captiva@gmail.com. Again, that's 353-Captiva@gmail.com. 353-CAPTIVA@gmail.com. Stepping in for the Knights is number 10, Lucas Gerke, left-handed batter's box. Bottom of the fifth inning. Here comes a pitch from Newber. Outside, ball 1. He came in to pitch last inning, number 12, Jay Newber. He came in middle part of the inning. Peering in, looking at signals out of wide. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, healthy cut. Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke, I'll mention, in 11 ball games. 40 plate appearances, 25 at-bats. Batting .320. Next pitch comes in, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lucas Gerke, a .575 on-base percentage. Here comes the line in the 1-2. It's like one at center field. It's going to be right at Chase Lee. I thought that ball was going to drop in. Had a pretty strong hit there. Lucas Gerke going to fly out for the first out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Next batter going to step in for the Knights, number 20, senior Caden Minnick. Caden Minnick in 11 ball games, batting .333. First pitch comes in, outside half, strike called. Caden Minnick got himself aboard. I believe that was last time up. Here comes the pitch. Low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caden Minnick, 46 plate appearances, 39 at-bats. That was in 11 games. Here's the pitch. Outside half, strike called. Count goes 1-2. Caden Minnick, .435 on base percentage. 13 hits on the season. Swing and a miss, drop third strike, step to the inside is Owen Balint, and he throws a strike to first base. Getting the put out was Brody Zielinski. There are 2 out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Next batter going to step in, Bryn Robbins. Bryn Robbins last time up. Base hit, RBI. Steps in, right-handed batter's box. Here comes the pitch for Newber. Thought about putting the bunt down with 2 outs. Came up empty, pulled the bat back, I believe. It's going to be a ball. Ball 1, scoreboard is not functioning this morning. I should say this afternoon now. Pitch comes in tight. Ball 1. 12:22 on the wristwatch. This game is moving right along. That's the way baseball is supposed to be played. Here comes the pitch. Inside and tight, ball 2. I believe it's a 2-1 count. Don't quote me. It might be 3-0. He'll step back in. Bryn Robbins. Peering in over the glove. Here comes the wind by Newber. Inside and low. Ball 4, evidently. Home plate umpire, the catcher. Owen Balint asking some questions to the home plate umpire. Probably politely, but probably the discussion was needed. So runner at first base is Bryn Robbins. Stepping in to bat, the 5-hitter Mikey Stapleton. Out of the set. Here comes the pitch from Newber. Swung on, ground ball. Second base, slow roller. Picked up at second base by Lolliger. He'll throw over to Zielinski, and they'll get the final out here in the bottom of the fifth. So after 5 completes, Knights 4, Huskies 1. Huskies going to bat in the top of the 6th inning. And we'll also mention this game is in parts being brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment since 1955. ReynoldsFarmEquipment.com. your Central Indiana equipment dealer, serving customers and the community. Yes, since 1955. Reynolds Farm Equipment, family owned and operated. Reynolds Farm Equipment supplies farmers, landscapers, contractors, and homeowners of Central Indiana with a full line of new and used John Deere products, parts, and service for agriculture, residential, and commercial construction equipment. Reynolds Farm Equipment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're open Saturday, 7:30 a.m. to 12 noon. They are closed on Sunday. And right there inside Reynolds Farm Equipment is Titus Bakery and Deli. Titus Bakery and Deli, you can enjoy breakfast or lunch, or you can enjoy both. Titus Bakery and Deli. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, they're open 7 a.m. to 12 noon. They're running Reynolds Farm Equipment. They're located in northern Hamilton County, right there along US 31, right there at the brand new roundabout, I should say the brand new over and under, I tell you what, Hamilton County, 1451 East 276th Street. They call that Atlanta, Indiana. It's rural Atlanta. But they told me, I was told this, that the reason for all these over and unders, they're trying to make the trip from Indianapolis to South Bend, St. Joseph. I'm not sure, but South Bend, they're trying to knock that time down by 45 minutes. And I believe they're going to do it. First pitch, top of sixth. Brooks can get a base hit to left field. Off the bat of 21, Dallas Downey. Dallas Downey is inserted in left field a couple of innings ago, might have been. And he went into left field for Brett Mason. Brett Mason made a throw into the infield from the warning track. Might have pulled a hamstring muscle, not sure. So Downey gets aboard with the base hit the other way. Lefty takes it to, take that back to right field. So one runner aboard, nobody out. Top of the sixth inning for the South Bend St. Joseph Huskies. Here's the pitch. Outside edge, Shefty swing, strike call. So in the batter's box, right there, is number 10, Owen Fuda. Working from the stretch, now the set, pickoff move. First base, tag applied late. Gerke, you never know when the runner's going to be off the bag, especially with three umpires, and you got a guy there at first base. Umpiring right next door to the tag. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, a ball. Good block by Jackson Keene. Right-handed batter, Owen Fuda. Where's number 10 in 8 ball games, batting .318. I'd be pretty proud of a .318. 444 on base percentage. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, third base, fair, picked up by Butel. He wanted to make the throw to second base to get the force out. By the time he looked there, he might have been on his horse, might have been stealing, I'm not sure. But he couldn't make the throw, he was going to be there. By the time he threw it to first base, it was too late. 2 runners aboard for the Huskies. Next batter going to step in to be the 6th hitter. Number 5, Brody Zielinski. Right-handed batter plays first base for the Huskies. Peering in, looking at signals. Keaton Brooks out of the set. Set second, here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled one straight back. No balls, 1 strike. Some of the guys here have an undergarment on. Some of them able to pull it up over their face. A little bit chilly. I tell you what, earlier, about 6-8 games ago, it was really chilly. Didn't know if it was going to bother the aluminum bats. Don't want to dimple those. Throw it away. Pitch comes in, breaking pitch, low for a ball. So, 1 ball, let's get back. 1-1 count. To the 6th hitter, number 5, Brody Zielinski. Right-handed batter's box, left-handed pitcher, Keaton Brooks. Out of the stretch, now the set. He'll check second. Here's the pitch. Goes for the bunt. Zielinski offered for it. Came up empty. Count goes 1-2. So Coach Smolinski trying to move the runners. 2 aboard. It's a 4-1 ball game. Tying run is at the plate. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. Swung on. He'll foul this one right side. He's going to go out of play. So I believe it's a 1-2 count. Number 5, Brody Zielinski. Brody Zielinski, a member of the junior class. He'll step in, tap the plate. Ball's made live. Working out stretch, now the set for Brooks. Brooks, a long set, check second again. Here's the pitch. Inside tight. Difficult ball to handle. Jackson Kane going to go retrieve it laterally to his left. By that time, runners move up 90 feet, so no bunt was needed. But it's a 2-2 count. Don't quote me. There are 2 strikes. Runners at second and third base for the Huskies. Out of the set, Keaton Brooks, here's the pitch. Swung on, third base caught. Line shot to Gavin Butel. Planted at exactly the right place. Line shot. About 4 feet high off the bat of Brody Zielinski. And 1 out on the diamond. Next batter will step in, 7-hitter. Number 2, Holden Hardesty. He is the DH. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, foul ball on the ground. Over by the nice dugout. No balls, 1 strike. Baseball replenishment. Nice day for baseball. Fayette, Indiana. It's just a little bit brisk, but not too bad. Last night, when it got dark, boy, it was chilly. Pitch, set, here's the pitch, high for a ball. 1-1 count to the 7-hitter, Holden Hardesty. Holden Hardesty. Where's number 2? 273 batting average, 333 on base. Here's the pitch. He'll foul this back to the screen. Right on time with it. Holden Hardesty is a member of the senior class. He is listed as an infielder. Playing him straight away is the outfield. Going to hover there at second base, holding him on. Hudson Gutwein, still a runner at third base. Swung on to take one the other way, right side. Foul ball. Gerke nearly got a glove on it. So staying there in the batter's box, fighting him off. Holden Hardesty, good buddy of mine, softball umpire, said to get rid of the bad and hit the good, and that's what he's doing. So ball's live. Out of the stretch, getting singles, Keaton Brooks. Now the set position. Here comes the pitch. Outside of ball, Jackson Kane had to come out of his crouch to catch that one beyond the left-handed batter's box. Jackson Kane saved the run. At least 1. Turn in looking at singles. Right-handed batter, Holden Hardesty, the DH. Out of the set, here's the pitch. Outside of ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Base is open. See what Coach Bourday wants to do. He's going to pitch to him. So right-handed batter, Hardesty. Left-handed pitcher, Brooks. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, ground ball. Gavin Butel claims it. He's going to throw across the diamond. Safe at first base. Gavin Butel had to go to the surface to catch that baseball on the ground. By the time he got back up, he made a strong throw to first base, but safe is Hardesty. So, runner at second and third base. And coming in to score, I believe, from third base, the 4-2 ball game. Don't quote me, I believe so. Timeout on the diamond, Coach Bourday going to walk out. Going to talk with his infield. And Coach Smolinski going to go with a pitch runner at first base. It's going to be number 14. He's a junior, Braxton Myers. Braxton Myers going to run at first base. He is listed as an outfielder. So, talking it over right there at the pitcher's rubber, Coach Bourdonnais and his infielders. So I believe it's a 4-2 ball game. I think they have runners at second and third base. And I'm walking out. Thought about walking out. Home plate umpire going to break up the meeting on their own. The outfield going to spread back out. Next batter going to step in for South Bend St. Joseph. Number 3, Ben Van Fleet. Van Fleet, the right fielder. Van Fleet batting .348 in that right-handed batter's box. Turn in, looking at singles, out of stretch. Keaton Brooks, check second, out of set. First pitch to Van Fleet is above the zone. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Van Fleet will step back in. Out of stretch, now the set. Check second, here's the pitch. Right across the dish, knee high. Tail goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first and second base. Working out a stretch. A set, check second, here's the 1-1. Swung on, fly ball to left field. Right at the left fielder, Isaac Seppinger. And he'll make the catch for out number 2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Next batter going to step in for the Huskies, the 9-hitter, number 4, Brady Loniger. Brady Loniger, right-handed batter. Brady Loniger in 8 ball games, batting .435, .519 on base percentage. Out of stretch, now a set. Brooks checks second. Here's the first pitch to Loniger. Above the zone, ball 1. So Brady Loniger on the season, he got 10 hits. 6 are singles. 4 are doubles. He's got 7 RBI. Out of set. Here comes the second pitch to Loniger. It'll be a pickoff move. No throw made. Pirouette. Right there was Brooks. No throw made. He'll step back in the rubber. Turn in, looking at signals. Jackson King. Now out of the set. Check second. Here's the pitch. Outside a bit tall. Ball 2. Pretty good eye at the plate. That's number 4, Brady Loniger, a member of the junior class. He'll step back in. Right-handed batter. Turn in, looking at signals. Now out of the set. Miles lead there at second base. Here comes the pitch. Outside the ball. Loniger's wanting to hit. He's wanting to see a strike. You can tell it by his body language. He's going to dance around right there outside the right-handed batter's box. Steps back in. We're going to stretch. Now the set. Here's the pitch. Talk about faking a bunt. Hey, what? Faking a bunt with 3 balls on you. That's farm league or maybe little league stuff. But I'll tell you what, as an umpire, you don't like seeing that. So runners on each base for the Huskies. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Stepping in, Washburn, the 1-hitter, leadoff batter in today's ball game. Out of stretch, now the set. First pitch. Outside and low, ball 1. Joe Washburn. Joe Washburn on the season. Batting close to .458. Don't have stats from their last night's game. Here comes the pitch. Outside edge, strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Loniger on base percentage of .594. He's got 11 hits, 9 are singles, 2 are doubles. Left-handed batter, here's the pitch. Swung on, foul ball. out in front of the Knights dugout. But it's a 1-2 count to Loniger. Loniger has scored 7 runs. He's got 9 RBI. He's been hit by a pitch 2 times on the season. That's in 8 ball games. Out of set, Keaton Brooks, here's the pitch. Outside of ball, nice block. Low pitch, good block by Jackson Kane. So, Keaton Brooks steps in the rubber. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. 4-2 ball game, I do believe. Here comes the pitch. They're going to take one to center field. Going to veer to his right. Going to come up. Actually, it's going to be Isaac Seppinger making the catch. Seppinger also with some long range out there in the outfield. So the Knights. Yes. Pulled the earpiece off, the ear pad, and I've heard the public address, and it is 4-2. 4-2 ball game. Knights are going to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll also mention this ball game is in part being brought to you by Thomas Docks Incorporated. Thomas Docks, they have high quality, custom built waterfront products and services. They build docks, they build boat lifts, they build seawalls, dock accessories, marine services, etc. Thomas Docks Incorporated. On the web, it's thomasdocks.com. They're located at 20799 Riverwood Avenue, Noblesville, Indiana, 46062. Thomas Docks, they are locally owned and operated. They have been since 1993. You can dial them by telephone at 317-774-3790. You can call Thomas Docks at 317-774-3790. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They will make an appointment to help you with your convenience. That's Thomas Docks. Choose the company that has the equipment to maintain and service new and existing waterfront projects. They work in Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, and other places across the United States. Stepping in, Keaton Brooks. First pitch from Newber. Outside, ball 1. So bottom of the 6th inning, a 4-2 contest. Here comes a pitch from Newber. Outside a bit further, ball 2. Jay Newber on the pitcher's rubber. Came in basically short relief for Jacob Snyder. Pitch comes in outside, ball 3. Trying to work that outside edge to the left-handed batting, Keaton Brooks. 3-0 count, stepping in the rubber, I should say on the rubber. From the windup, here comes the pitch. Inside and tight, ball 4. So Newber issues a 4-pitch walk to the other pitcher, Keaton Brooks. Going to jog out, courtesy runner in this ball game for Keaton Brooks. Now running at first base, number 23, sophomore, Brennan Van Kirk, 6'1", 155. He is listed as a pitcher and an outfielder. Stepping into bat, right-handed batter, Knights catcher, Jackson Kane. You're going to square a bunt early, you're going to pull a bat back, you're going to swing away. Got to be careful on the corners at third base. Coming in early is a risky situation. You're going to stay back on the grass here. Here comes a pitch, Jackson going bunt. Back to the pitcher, he slips, regathers himself, picks it up, throws to first base, and the ball's off target. Tries to put a tag on him, the ball comes loose. Jackson's body might have knocked that ball loose. It wasn't intentional. There was nothing going on there. And ball came loose. Jackson is safe at first base with the throw made by Newber after he picks the ball up out in front of the rubber. So second base. Knight's looking for some insurance runs. Square to bunt, Sevinger. Third baseline, good bunt. Couldn't pick it up with the glove, and that's going to be an error at third base, Owen Fuda. So Knights have 3 aboard with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A 6-2 contest. Let me take that back. A 4-2 contest. That's the same score last night. Knights were defeated by Highland out of a 2-2 ball game for quite some time. And Highland came back and got some runs. I think it was in the top of the 6th, maybe top of the 7th. Maybe that's it. We're in from the stretch, now the set. Here comes the pitch. Gavin Buchel. The take it to second base. I'll throw it home. And I couldn't catch the baseball. I got to mention, it short hopped the catcher there at home plate. There was going to be a force out at the plate. Couldn't clean it. Coming in to score, run number 5 in the ballgame. 23, Brennan Van Kirk. So the Knights still have bases loaded. You get timeout on the diamond. Coach John Smolinski going to walk out and talk with his infield right there at the pitcher's rubber. And nobody out, bases loaded. 1 run in for the Knights here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Knights have some bullpen activity. They're going to walk off now. They had some pitching done. Now they're going to throw some more. Mikey Stapleton is getting loose down there. We'll see if he's going to be asked to close in the 7th inning. We're at the bottom of the 6th now. Meeting breaks up. Everybody back to normal positions. A step back in for the Knights. It's going to be the one-hitter. Hudson Gutwein. Hudson Gutwein enjoying that .394 batting average. First pitch to Gutwein. Low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Infield is in. Nobody out. Timeout on the diamond. Newber had to adjust the shoestring. He's ready to go. Steps back in the rubber. Pearson looks at Siggles. Out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Low for ball 2. Hudson Gutwein, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Hand clap signal from Coach Bourdonnais. Stepping back in the rubber. Pearson looks at Siggles. Now out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Inside, going to get him. That right-handed batter's box did get him just barely. He kicks off immediately for first base and coming in to score. 6th run in the ballgame is Jackson Kane. So Hudson Gutwein hit by pitch. He leads the team in hit by pitches. Now with 6. Closest to him is 3. That's Lucas Gerke. Stepping into bat is Lucas Gerke. Left-handed batter's box. First pitch from Newber. Outside and low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 runs in. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody out. Knights have bases loaded. Stepping back in is Lucas Gerke. We're from the windup. Newber, here's the first pitch. That's the second pitch, I should say. 2-2 count to Lucas Gerke. Number 12, Jay Newber. Jay Newber came in relief. Senior class member. Infield is in. Outfield playing Lucas to pull the baseball. Next pitch comes in. Strike called. Outside half. I believe it's a 2-1 kill to Lucas Gerke. Working from the windup, here comes the 2-1. Outside edge, strike called. 2-2 kill. Count goes even. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Bullpen activity down the left field line for South Bend St. Joe. Pitch comes in tight for a ball. Count goes full at 3-2, I do believe. We'll look for the umpire to show us on fingers. And it might not have that. So left-handed batter's box, Lucas Gerke. Bases loaded, infield in, nobody out. wind up and step off the back, opposite start foot, and step back on. Here comes the wind in the 3-2. Outside, ball 4. So Lucas Gerke jogs to first base, coming in to score the 7th run in the ballgame for the Knights. Is Isaac Seppinger, and coach comes back out of the dugout. He's going to make a decision here. So he's going to walk out, talk with his infield. He's got some bullpen activity. He's going to get a couple more throws down there in the bullpen. Try to hurry that up before he gets over to the pitcher's rubber. And coach is going to call for him. And walking off the field. Did a pretty good job. The number 12, Jay Newber, he gets a good hand clap from the South Bend faithful. Quite a few South Bend fans here today, I gotta admit. You wonder if there's some of them that stay in a hotel if they did last night. You just wonder. Probably so. Pretty good outing for a family to come over here and watch their son play. So they get some warm-up tosses right here. You start out from stretch. Primarily a relief pitcher. Bases will be loaded when he starts actual play. And I will mention, it is number 13, Josh Dolniak. Josh Dolniak going to get some activity here. He's a junior class member. He has a 1.40 ERA. This is appearance number 3. He has thrown 5 innings thus far on the season. He's given up 7 hits. He's given up 3 runs. One of those runs were earned. He has struck out 7 batters in 5 innings. He has allowed 1 walk. He's faced 21 batters, 83 pitches in those 21 batters. So he's getting warmed up right now. And we're listening to the Danger Zone. Kenny Loggins, you know, back a couple of decades ago. And you got to remember when Kenny Loggins and Steve Perry sang together. Steve Perry, I tell you what, Journey. Steve Perry, original lead singer for Journey. And I've heard a couple of times on my XM radio. 80s at 8. Mark, let everybody know that Journey has the best song, the most favorite song all across the nation, liked by teenagers and everybody. And that's Don't Stop Believin'. It's the best song in the nation. Stepping in, Kate Minnick. First pitch comes in, outside, ball 1. Bases loaded for the Knights. Nobody out. Doing the pitching, Josh Dolniak. Here comes the second pitch from Dolniak. Outside edge, strike called. Josh Dolniak, 1-1 count to Caden Minnick. Here comes the pitch. Swing and miss. Healthy cat. Swing and miss by Caden Minnick. Steps back in. Period loaded single, foul stretch. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, you pop one skyward. It's going to be fair territory. It's going to be tough to make the catch. It's going to drop. It's going to drop about 40 feet. And he's going to get the force out at second base. Going to take a base hit away from Caden Minnick. But, he had to be careful there. And had to be careful because if that ball was caught, he's going to have to get back to first base. I'm sure Caden Minnick understands that. Back in Caden's freshman days, he did some base running for Coach Bourdonnais. So next batter going to step in. It's going to be Brent Robbins. Coach Smolniak going to walk out. Conversation with the home plate umpire. Going to ask a question. So I believe that's 1 out on the diamond. Runners are now on the corners. 1 run, I believe, came in to score. I was focused on the ball and the 2 runners. Ball dropped. And I'm coming in from third base. This is double check here. Must have been Gavin Boutel. So I believe it's a 8-2 contest. Don't quote me. 8-2 might be 7-2. But I believe it's 8-2. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning. Next batter for the Knights is going to be number 33, Brendan Robbins. That scoreboard, that's a needed commodity we do not have in this ballgame. This comes in outside ball 1. Brendan Robbins tied the ball game, the base hit, 2 RBI. And then he steps back in. That was a 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Outside ball 2. Josh Dolniak, second relief pitcher here in the ball game for South Bend St. Joseph. Here now looking at signals. Lafayette checks first base. Here comes the pitch. Inside edge, strike called. Signals given. Coach Bourdais will see if he walks off Pete Minnick at first base. Third pitch in the at-bat. Lafayette, here comes the pitch. Swung on, going to be fouled straight back for a strike on the foul. I went over my head. So 2 strikes. I think it's a 1-2 kill. Brent Robbins double checking with the umpire. Steps in. 1-2 kill. Out of the set. Dolniak. Here comes the pitch. Taking off for second base is Minnick. They're going to throw to second. Safe. And I'm staying put at third base is Hudson Gutwine. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third base. 2 out on the diamond. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the pitch from Dolniak. Outside, and that was a 3-2 pitch. My ear. 3-2 count, ball 4. Brent Robbins jogs down to first base. Robbins should have brought a counter. I've got counters in my truck. Should have brought one in. You'd hear the clicking. But we try to keep the balls and strikes correct. So bases loaded, working out a set. Here comes the pitch. Mikey Stapleton takes ball 1. It's in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Owen Balint. So Stapleton going to manicure that dirt. That right-handed batter's box. He's ready to go. Bases loaded, 2 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. An 8-2 contest. We're going to have a stretch. Now it's set. Here comes the pitch. Outside. Going to call it a strike. It was outside. Checking his swing. It was Mikey Stapleton. So peering in, looking at signals. Now out of the set. Here comes the pitch to Stapleton. Low, good block once again by Balint. So I believe it's a 3-2, might be a 2-2 kill. Nobody telling us. So working out a stretch. Now the set position. Here comes the pitch. Dolniak. That was a second strike. They called another outside strike. Daggone. Not going to get to college to get that money on a scholarship. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul, severely foul, in front of the Huskies dugout. So, 2 strikes. I believe there's 2 balls. It was 2-2 count. Ball made live out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. Going to be fielded right there by Washburn. He throws to first base. It's low. Going to get by the glove there at first base. Zielinski. And coming in to score is Gutwine and Minnick. So don't quote me, but I believe that's a 10 runs on the board for the Knights. 10-2. I'd be there are 2 outs. Runners at second and third base. So stepping in to bat, Keaton Brooks. First pitch comes in, high and away, ball 1. So Mikey Stapleton ends at second base. And at third base is Brent Robbins. Here comes the pitch. Low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Darren Catholic, Golden Eagles, they are nearby. They're getting ready to play in the next game. They'll play against Highland, the Trojans. Pitch comes in outside a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Jackson Kane is on deck. Last time up, got a base hit to left field. Here's the pitch. Inside edge, called strike. Count goes 3-1. Keaton Brooks might see a good pitch. 3-1 count. They call that the hitter's count. Out of the set, here's the pitch from Dolniak. High above the zone, ball 4. So the Knights going to load the bases once again. Coach Bourdonnais going to call time. They're going to go with the courtesy runner again. It's 23. Brennan Van Kirk. Last time Van Kirk was on the bases, he scored. And Keaton Brooks, after drawing the walk, going to walk back into the dugout. Keaton Brooks may get a complete game. He's got a complete game at this point. He goes out in the 7th inning. He will. Out of set position. First pitch to Jackson Kane. Outside, ball 1. Jackson Kane, right-handed batter. He's back down on the knob to start the at-bat. We're now a stretch, now the set. Dolniak, here's the pitch. Inside, tight. Inside edge, called strike. Jackson Kane will step back in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base hit from Jackson Kane. Here comes the pitch. He'll take one to right field. Inside out. Going to be backed up to his right. Making the catch in right field is Ben Van Fleet. Tagging up at third base is Brent Robbins. Jackson Kane has an RBI sacrifice fly to right field with no time at the bat assessed. So he'll walk back to the dugout. He'll think about putting his gear on. 1 run in on the fly out to right field by Jackson Kane. Don't quote me, but I think it's 11-2. The batter's box, right there, Isaac Seppinger. First pitch, down meridian, strike called. So 2 aboard for the Knights, first and third base. At third base is Mikey Stapleton. Working from the stretch, checks first base. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. Taking off the second base is Van Kirk. He'll slide in safe. Van Kirk might want to start that slide a bit earlier. Slow, late decision could break an ankle. Here comes the pitch. High above the zone for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stepping back in, Isaac Seppinger. Seppinger, a couple of batting practices a couple days ago. He homered. Going to foul 1 back and get the screen. 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seppinger can release that swing. Here comes the pitch. Low, short off the glove. Nice stop by Owen Balin. Owen Balin played a good catcher's position in this ballgame. He was number 11. Owen Balin is a member of the junior class. He's got some upside left. Out of set position, a 2-2 pitch to Seppinger. Long set. He probably doesn't intend. Here comes the pitch. Outside a ball. Let me take that back. It's going to be ball 4, evidently. You're going to jog to first base. Bases are loaded. Next batter going to step in for the Knights. Number 17, Gavin Butell. Gavin Gavin Butell in 11 games, batting .406. Right-handed batter's box. He's a 9-hitter. Here's the pitch. Short off the glove. Good backhand by Balance. Saves a run. 1 ball, no strikes. Butell swinging the bat well. Gavin Butell, 13 hits on the season. Here's the pitch. Inside and tight. Nearly got him. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball gets loose in the bullpen area. Coach Smolinski picks it up. Working from the stretch. Perrion looking at signals. Signals given. Now the set position. Here comes the pitch from Dolniak. Outside edge. Strike called. Count goes 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Highland fans are arriving. Pickoff move at second base gets loose. Coming in to score from third base is Mikey Stapleton. And that's going to complete the ball game. Knights going to capture the win. A short game in 6 innings. Final score, Knights 12. Huskies 2. We do thank you for tuning in. And I will re-mention that the Deering Catholic Golden Eagles are going to play in the next game versus the Highland Trojans. The Knights will play again versus the Golden Eagles. That'll be a 6:30 p.m. start. And that game going to happen in just a bit. We do thank you for tuning in. We thank Audio Sports Online and Robbie Kendall for hooking us up with AudioSportsOnline.com, bringing this game to you. And again, final score, Knights 12. Huskies from St. Joseph. South Bend, St. Joseph 2. And I appreciate the generosity and the conversation before the game, John Smolinski. And I got to mention once again, 1-0 contest yesterday, Huntington North, South Bend St. Joseph softball team. They are number 2 in the state of Indiana. And you can't forget that's Class 3A. And I got to mention their pitcher, Berkeley Zakay, yesterday recorded 17 strikeouts. That's in a 21-out game, I do believe. And her catcher is her sister, Riley Zakay. Riley is a senior, the catcher. And Berkeley is a junior. And they're both going to be at Oklahoma. And they'll be Sooners next year for Riley and the year after for Berkeley. And today, Coach tells me they're playing at Caston High School. We thank you for tuning in, no matter if you're home or away. If you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let it go. Keep the fire burning. about you, Coach Bornay. Coach Bornay, you gave up 2 runs, but you came back and you got a good game in.
Yeah, I thought our kids really showed a lot of courage coming back after a tough loss last night. And if you would have seen South Bend play last night, you would have thought we had no chance today. And give our kids credit. They battled, and Keaton Brooks battled on the mound, pitched a well of a ball game, and just a super win for our guys.
So you got some key hits. Jackson came up large.
Yeah, I thought Jackson had a great game. Behind the plate, he's been rock solid back there, and today he came up with some big hits and got a bunt down and big 2-run hit that kind of broke the ice for us. And he's a big part of our team, and he was big time today.
Gavin Butel's hitting over 400. He's like your second leadoff man.
Yeah, Gavin does a great job. He's a tough at bat every time. He is a tough at bat. He doesn't give in. He makes the pitcher work, makes the defense make the plays, and he's a great number 9 hitter because he's going to put the ball in play and get on base more times than not.
You're on a 6:30 game, right, with Gary Catholic.
Yeah, now we got a chance to play for the title. So, we approached this today kind of like semi-state. You got to win the first game to give yourself a chance to win the championship at night. And our kids got it done in the morning, and we're excited to have the opportunity to play Gary tonight.